reason you're probably asking yourself, why are you changing all your A-arms? Well, I do not know the brand of these A-arms, so I don't know about getting rebuild kits for everything. So the reason is, I guess there's bushings in here and they're wore out. I don't know if bushings are model specific or any bushings will work. I'm a dumb man with more money than brains, and if you look right there, you can see it. You hear it? I hope you can. So after using a 17 millimeter to get the tires off, the next thing we're going to do is use a 14 millimeter and break loose the shocks. Just use a breaker bar because they're on there relatively pretty good. So just use a breaker bar to get them started, and after that I'll just use the electric little impact on it. There's the backing nut. Like I said, yep. Okay. Boom. And there is one shock assembly. Yeah, that's right. I'm running 450R shocks. So this here is your range of travel. That's fully extended. That there is where it's comfortable stopping. Next thing I'm going to do is remove these brake line clamps. So I free that up. So there we are with the bumper removed. That allows us room to get these bolts out. Okay, now we're about to pop the ball joints off of here. We're going to be hitting it with a brass rod. That way we don't damage anything. See how this goes. Make it move. Oh yeah, it's moving. You want to back that castle nut off so you don't damage the threads. There. I guess I should have left it together just so that I can get the upper one out of there. Yeah. Do the same thing. Hey. Alright, so what did we learn? We learned that we're going to put the nut back on and apart. Now we'll remove the nut for good. I have never done these before on a quad, and I will say that these were relatively easy. So this here is your spindle. Well, there it is with the spindles out. Now remove the 4 bolts on each side for the A-arms, and they'll be out. And there we have it. Both sets of A-arms off the machine. Brake caliper, old coat hanger ran up through the hole. I don't like to let them drag or hang down and sag. The original ones were a 3-inch extended A-arm, and these I know are 2-inch because I bought them. I ordered them. There are the tie rods. Here is the one that I just took off, and here is the new one. That's what got me looking at this, and I'm like, oh boy, I'm in trouble. Well, there I have the lower put on. back to putting this in. I just and just like that. Coming up. Yep. Like I said, I am just putting this in loosely. We're gonna have a little talk about what happened here yesterday, okay? To put the upper A-arm on, and these are sleeves that are inside, number one, and number two. This here, and this bolt passed through there on the frame, you know, in there. This one here, and this bolt, it went up to the threads, and the shoulder of the bolt won't go in. You know, if I was 20 years old and doing this crap, I would not have the tools or equipment to do what I needed to do here. So anyway, so which one is the one that passes through? Okay, so this one passes through. Nice and easy. This one, or 0. This one is like 401. Okay, I don't know if you can read that. 401. 402. This one over here, it measures 390. So the bolt is 391, 392. In order for a bolt to fit through this one, the 390, I had to take this bolt and remove 10 thousandths to get it to slide in there. So this one is less than 390. It's 385, 386. So I had to take some off of there to get it to slide in. I'm going to go through all of the rest of these sleeves and see if I have to grind down these. What I had to do was put it on my belt sander and just rotate it and get it to size. So it turns out that I went through and I checked every one of them, and every one of them is okay except for that one that I found was a little bit small. Well, and these new arms, I'm not going to put these caps on. I just got them sitting on there right now, and I decided I'm not going to run them caps. This side here from the factory's got a notch. This side's got a notch. The other one's the same on the other side. I'm going to notch this one, and I'm going to notch the other side, and I'm going to put the Zerk fittings in, because I believe it's probably from lack of maintenance that they wore out, and who wants to undo these dang screws and insert the other Zerk fitting and then pump them up with grease. This way here, the Zerk fitting will be there all the time, and I can randomly, during my preventive maintenance, go by and grease them up when I want to, regularly, you know? So that's what I'm going to do. I marked where the lower control arm is going to get notched out here for the Zerk fitting. That ought to give me enough room to have suspension travel. Okay, so I just made some pie cuts, I guess you would call them, with the Sawzall. I'm going to put this in the air grinder and grind away at that. Put a little radius in there. So after a few moments of grinding, that's what we get. And that there is almost parallel to the ground. And I don't think that the suspension is going to go up any higher than that. Just for reference, that took about 1 hour and 20 minutes. You're going to have to take the control arms on and off several times to, get the final cutout you want in there for clearance. Okay, we're going to put the control arms on. We're going to start with the lower first. I always start in the back, and then I get my little persuader out and just gently tap it in. Get one bolt started. And get the next one started. Wiggle it around a little bit if necessary. There you go. And now the same with the upper. The upper I'm going to start in the back again. This one here's the turn down. In. And in. Just like that. Also, don't forget to Loctite anti-seize ball joints before you put them in. Well, there it is, all mocked up. Well, there it is, tires all bolted on, and I'm ready to drop it to the ground. Well, there it is, new A-arms on. There are 2 things left to do.